Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum. Hey, hello. Hi,
I'm
this is
Thomas.
Richard.
I'm Thomas at Sparks on the MakeCode forum. Howdy, sup? Hola. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sarah at Speaker on the MakeCode forum. Howdy do. It's Sarah.
Great job, everybody. Good, no notes. All right, so today it's Friday, which I thought we would just do a simple one-stream game, an actual one-stream game. And it's not really going to be a game per se, I guess. But I was thinking about what I could do, or what we could do, and I thought, you know what's fun? Fortune telling. So I thought we would make a fortune telling game. All right. Now, sorry, just this is the skeptic inside me has to briefly step aside and be like, fortune telling's not real. So sorry about that. It's not real. This is just for fun.
What?
I know.
What are you talking about?
But just in case, I do want to specify that up front. Don't believe in fortune telling, but it's fun to do. So the best kinds of fortune telling usually like look at some sort of outside influence, right? And then they determine through the signs like what your fortune is going to be. So some classic, hey Joey, we're making a fortune telling thing. So some classic examples are reading the tea leaves. So you have some tea. There's some tea at the bottom of your cup. When it dries out, the tea forms a shape, and you kind of just like read the position of the leaves and kind of derive a fortune from that. A grislier one is like entrails or bones cast into a fire. There is, of course, the classic, which is the stars, and you know, bunch of fortune telling things. So my plan for this game is we're gonna make a little simulation of something, and then based on where everything ends up, we're going to give you a fortune. And that fortune is just going to be the so if you watch a lot of anime like I do, there's this thing called Omi Kuji where people do this at like shrines every year on New Year's Eve. And they have a like a set of fortunes where it's like great blessing, blessing, small blessing, half blessing, future small blessing, or misfortune. And the idea is you draw one of these things, it gives you a fortune, and that kind of determines how your year is going to be. So thought it'd be fun to do this.
It's pretty nice though that there's only one that's like really bad. Like your odds of getting something really bad is pretty low.
I mean, we don't know the distribution. It could be like a gotcha game where it's like 95% misfortune.
Oh,
and then
that
like
is true.
4%.
I would love to know the distribution of these. I feel like there has to be a standard thing, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking there's 7 of them, and I was like, oh, there's no 7-sided die that I'm aware of. Sorry, this is a fun fact that occurred to me.
Yeah. Maybe there is a 7-sided die though. There's a 3-sided die. That's weird.
That is weird. I'm Googling it, but
all right. Well, anyway, so we need to decide what is determining our fate. What scene are we going to create? We're gonna basically just set it up randomly and then let it play out. And then depending on where the sprites land, we will choose one of these fortunes through a very scientific process that we're developing here. So I don't know what the best idea for choosing what this thing is, but it should be something where there is some unpredictability involved. So like a classic example of this would be like a pachinko machine, right? You put the ball somewhere at the top, it comes down. You don't know where it's going to land because it hits the pegs, and you know those are very, very scattering. So can you think of anything in your life or in the real world that has that kind of randomness that we could do a little program for?
Do I need to go to the doctor and ask him what my blood type is and remember what my horoscope stuff is?
I don't know. We're all going to be dead if we need to get a blood transfusion because I don't know my blood type either. You guys? Nope. Yeah.
sadly, no.
I know my dad's blood type. I don't know why. Anyway. All right, so we can think of things that are in your everyday life, like what time the bus comes. Trying to think of things that are easy to simulate.
How long
Thomas-
did you spend making lunch?
Okay, sure.
Ants crawling around.
Ants crawling around. Okay, I like that.
Bugs. Encountering
Okay, well,
bugs in
it
your
feels like you're
house.
copying ants here. I'm sorry, but I have to defend Thomas.
Obviously, it stemmed from that, Richard. Yes, you're 100% correct. I was just like immediately triggered. Like I heard bugs or ants, and then I thought of a spider that I saw last night. You know.
Hey, ants and
I don't
spiders
know.
are very different,
Right.
I think.
Hey, oh wait, you know what we could this bugs
Leaves.
thing though is making me think of, we could do like leaves falling. We could do a little
Oh.
wind thing.
I was just about to say leaves falling from the trees.
Yeah, inspired mainly by Thomas's background right now. Okay, I like that. Let's do that. Let's do that one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do fortune teller. All right, so to start off, let's just go ahead and make a little scene. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the what do I want? Oh, I want tile util because we're going to do 8x8 tile maps, and we're just going to be using a tile map to make a background. So go ahead and do arcade tile util. We're going to go ahead and set our tile map to this. And I want to do like tree coming up the side, brick on the ground, and then maybe some leaves coming over on top, so that it kind of, looks like we know what we're doing. All right. So we're going to make this real basic like. So this is going to be the bark of our tree. Go. You. Cool. Okay.
The fact that you can make such a nice tree shape so fast is like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that.
You
I feel
have
like
low
he's played too much
standards.
Terraria. He knows it. It's deep in his soul, etched. Have you ever played Terraria, Richard?
I have played Terraria, but it was a long time ago.
Okay.
And I think the game has changed quite a bit since I was.
And I've only played it
Right.
2 time periods, both long ago. So.
I played it for about 10 minutes, I think, and then stopped.
I played longer than that. I played a bunch of it, but
Why did you stop, Thomas?
It's a good question. I don't know. Guess I wasn't having much fun, but
Yeah, I mean, as someone who's never played it, it's more of like, what's the caution to not play it?
I mean, I think it's probably a pretty decent game. I didn't get
I
into
would-
it within 10 minutes, and I guess I had other things I wanted to do instead. So
Yeah.
there you go.
I would definitely say it's a pretty fun game. It is one where it's like you have to get like going and get some items and stuff for it to actually feel fun, right? Like you need like a grappling hook or something before you like at the base at the start. You just kind of feel like empty, in my opinion. It's also one that people I've heard like get really hardcore into and like spend hours and hours and hours forever on it. So that's one thing to be concerned about, maybe, but that's a lot of games fall into that.
that definitely it is one of those games for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that's Minecraft-esque, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Minecraft's
Minecraft
also
is the
one
same
of those
thing, though,
games.
right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say Terraria is heavily inspired by Minecraft. People called it 2D Minecraft for a long time, which I don't think is fair. I think it is a game that stands out on its own and it's a lot different than Minecraft. But I do think that the basic formula was set up by Minecraft, and then it kind of, came from that.
Yep.
I also played Starbound a little bit when it came out. or when it was in early access.
Oh wait, no, I think I remember Starbound. That one is very similar, fun.
I mean, it was the new game from the devs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell this is a leaf?
I could before you added the cross things.
That's the veins.
No, I see what they are. Yeah. I think in the tiny. Yeah, I think
think
that's
you can tell.
noticeably a leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to be creating a bunch of these leaves, and we're going to be simulating some wind. All right. So the way we're going to, well, let's go ahead and make a function for start leaf fall. Start fall. I wish it was fall. My God. Too hot. Okay. So we're going to repeat some number of times. Let's go ahead and add a kind for this, which is leaf, not leaf G.
Not leaf G?
Not leaf G.
That's sad.
And we're going to go ahead and set these guys up on somewhere like in the top of the screen over here. So let's go ahead and set the bottom of these to be 1, which will mean that they're just on screen. And let's go ahead and put this inside of a non-A button press so we can test it. So start fall. All right. We'll not actually see much. Yeah, okay, we don't see anything at all. So I have to wait a second before we can actually make that work. But oh, another thing, we should probably make this bottom part a wall because we're going to be hitting that. So we're not going to make the tree a wall. All right.
The tree is clearly in the background. You can see the ground underneath it that you can walk on.
Yeah. All right. Temp sprite, set bottom to 1, looks good. We're going to go ahead and give these guys some downward velocity. Now, normally we would give them gravity, but we're not going to be doing that because if you imagine a leaf falling, they reach their terminal velocity pretty quick. So we're just going to be giving them a Vy, which is going to be like, I don't know, 10. So let's see. There we go. All our leaves are on top of each other, falling down to the ground. Almost there now, and done. All right. So we're going to go ahead and up this to 15 because that took a long time. And let's give these guys a random X. So we're going to set their X to be math pick random from let's see. So I want them to kind of spawn over here, you know. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 to I don't know, less than 160, like 150. Should probably be fine. 32 to 150. All right. Bam. Okay, now I got something fine. All right. So now we're at the point where we should be simulating the wind. So we don't want a constant wind for all of these leaves, right? The idea is they're all kind of experiencing some eddies in the air, you know?
Like the Ed and Eddie variety?
Yes.
Okay.
Double D. So to make that happen, we're going to be giving them an X acceleration, which will kind of make them waft over and then waft over and waft over. And we're going to be modulating it for each of our leaves kind of randomly. So let's go ahead and do an on-game update. And we're going to loop over all of our leaves.
It is a Friday stream. I almost wonder if it'd be fun enough to make a particle effect for this one, just because it's so similar to confetti, really. But
nah,
also,
I
don't think that's something we want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good idea.
Confetti has the same side-to-side motion as the main thing I was thinking of there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So we want to set the acceleration on these guys. So I'm just going to try something random right now. So we're just going to do set our AX to be pick random. I have no idea how good this is going to be. Negative 200 to 200. I'm going to guess that this isn't going to work very well, but let's see what happens. All right. Here we go. And oh, you know, it's actually not that bad.
Huh.
Just fluttering around, huh?
Wow.
We might want to constrain it like between like min and max just in the same loop.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like some of them are gonna go really fast if they get like 200 a couple times in a row.
I don't know. I haven't seen it happen yet.
Okay. That one kind of.
Yeah, true.
I love how they just keep
So
moving
little.
when they hit the bottom too. It's like those leaves.
Yeah.
It's a little jittery, but not bad.
I mean, so the fact that it's acceleration is what prevents it from being jittery.
Yeah.
Not velocity directly.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's fix the thing Sarah noticed, which is that when they hit the ground, they should stop, right? So we're going to go ahead and do a inside of scene an on hit wall. No, not overlaps. I want wall. Wall. Okay. Now we have to be a little careful here because if it hits the side of the map, that is not a wall. Well, sorry, that is a wall, but we only want it to stop when it hits this thing down here. Frankly, we never want it to hit the wall, so we need to figure out what we're going to do there. Maybe just when it starts getting over here, we just apply a always negative X. You know, and like do the same thing.
Bias the acceleration.
So that they kind of get forced towards the center. We'll do something like that. But for now,
just have some bands on the wall. That makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna check our location, and we're gonna make sure that it is our brick. And if it is, then we're going to set our AX to 0. We're going to set our VX to 0. And we're going to change our sprite kind so that this doesn't, the game update doesn't, you know, immediately just make it start moving again. Falling leaves.
Fallen leaf.
Its journey has completed.
Yeah. Sounds like fallen angel. And cast out of the heaven that is the trees.
It's the
Every
next
time
tier
you
of
see
randomness.
a leaf gets its wing.
What's the thing? The top of trees. What's that called?
Canopy?
Thank you, canopy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Why was I gonna say carapace? That's not at all the same thing.
Still got bugs on the mind.
So make these guys fall down. Want to make sure that they stop, did not stop. Nope, didn't stop. That's odd.
That is odd.
Oh, kind of
kind
player.
player.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. And freeze. Cool. All right. Now these guys are falling much too uniformly. We need to give them different velocities. So we're going to go ahead and set the velocity to be a random number as well. So we're going to do from 10 to 15, I think is a fine maximum. You know, let's make it so sometimes you just really have to wait. We're going to make it 9. All right. There you go. Now they're not quite so uniform. Go. Bump. Bump. Cool. All right. Now we need to give these guys we need to do that thing where we're biasing them against the edges because it looks bad when they bump into the side. So when they start getting towards the edges, we're just going to make sure that their velocity is always like pushing them back towards the center. So inside of our on-game update, we're going to go ahead and just compare our position. And let's do the right side first. So we want to say if the sprite's x is greater than or equal to, let's see. So we're going to take the screen width and subtract. So one tile is 8. Our leaves are 8 by 8. So let's go ahead and just do 24. So 3 tiles. So if our x is greater than screen width minus 24, then we're going to set our acceleration to be from negative 200 to 0. Well, we'll do negative 200 to negative 10, so it's never 0. If the x is less than or equal to 24, then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go from 10 to 200. And then in the other case, we're just going to do exactly what we were doing before, so negative 200. All right, look at them go, and yep, just getting blown right back over. Ooh, they get blown fast.
They get blown a little bit too. Maybe we need to do like to 100 or something.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do negative 100, 100. Yep, just getting launched back over, and
gosh, they still end up kind of zigzagging.
It's not that
no future neck.
The one wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I think it looks a little bit more natural though. Like I think it's okay for them to kind of cross sometimes, you know. Done. All right. I think this is fine.
Can we set the game in like a fall so we get a mixture of colors?
Ooh.
No.
Oh, what the heck, Richard?
We can make it. We can maybe do the like a skin where you can change the colors to fall colors if you want. You know.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, do you guys think fully animated cinematic cutscenes could be possible to make in MakeCode? So I would suggest against any sort of pre-rendered cutscenes, but you can always I don't have them off the top of my head, but on the forum I've seen them before. You can make cutscenes by just animating them with, for example, the blocks in the animations category, and you can do little paths so that they follow. The SVG animations are great for that if you learn the syntax for that, and that way you can just queue up everything and have it all go, and then you just stop any player interaction during the cutscene.
See Richard's arcade tips for details on
this one
SVG path thing.
Oh, for that.
Okay.
But that way you're not taking up like one full screen image on its own is like 10 kilobytes in the storage. Yes, I remember that correctly off the top of my head. A little bit less, but whatever. So for actual hardware games, or if you're sharing the script, that's going to quickly eat up all the amount that you can actually, have in your game and build for the arcade device.
All right. Oh, by the way, you can do pre-rendered cutscenes if you're really clever, though. Aki did do Bad Apple.
Yeah, you can make some work.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so if the length of array of sprites of kind leaf is 0 after all of the leaves have fallen, then this is when we need to start doing our fortune calculation. So determine fortune. And now we're going to be doing this based off science, obviously. So scientifically, what is the best way to interpret where the leaves have fallen?
What is the best?
The first leaf that hits the ground indicates your true love. The second leaf that hits the ground indicates what you should eat for breakfast.
I'm going to stop you right now, okay? Love the energy. It's great. But we are just doing a linear scale of good luck to misfortune.
Actually, I'm gonna fight back. I just accepted it earlier when you said no fall colors. I think we should do fall colors where we have 7 colors to represent the 7 fortune values, and we follow Thomas's idea so that we do the order based off that, and then we have the 7 colors of the leaf distribution for, like, if you get a black leaf, that is your misfortune for whatever category you have pulled up on that one.
How many colors do you think I have to work with, Joey?
I think you have 15 colors to work with.
Well, that might be true. Let's see. Future Knight says, will at MakeCode ever respond to the MakeCode forums topic for nothing serious but for fun? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is this Chimbro to Pros thing? So we will play Chimbro to Pros MakeCode forums game when it comes out. Of course, we like playing those. But here's a secret. The at MakeCode account is actually all of us, except me.
Yeah. I never use it either, right? Because I'm also an admin on the forum, and I'm too lazy to log into it. But
yes, I use my account, but everyone else kind of shares the at MakeCode account. So
I mean, if you make something that they laugh at, they might have a reason to respond. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, sorry. But getting back on topic though. For like falling, I think it should be whatever leaf. If we're doing the 7 color things, which I think we should do, it should be whatever leaf is closest to the tree is the most fortunate, and the one furthest is the least.
Yeah, if you just hate fall, I guess.
I can't.
Okay. Well, you could still, even if you wanted to just use spectrum, if you have more leaves falling closer to the tree, you have a greater.
I'm just saying, you guys are really complicating the code of this game.
All right.
It's supposed to be simple. We get in, get out, one stream game.
I don't think
right?
that's a fair thing. So if we update the color palette, we pick our 7 leaves colors.
Yeah.
We make them in a row, and then we just inspect that one single pixel on each leaf, because all it's going to be is a color swap, and we just say that is the fortune value for that leaf. That's not a huge. That's not any code difference, really, right?
I think that when all the leaves land, we should rotate in 3 dimensions from the 2D side-on view to a top overview, and the leaves will spell out a letter, and we take that letter in the alphabet and we analyze its frequency within the English language.
And then we send it to ChatGPT and tell it to identify patterns in this leaf distribution.
Yes, and then we cross-reference that with the constellation it most resembles, and that's your fortune.
Most simple game ever.
Okay. So
okay, that lava has viscosity. Those are some good leaf colors in the top right there.
Yeah,
we need to see if there are any other quick ones that come up. This one's not bad. Okay. All right, so we got this one and we got this one. So everyone has to vote. Sarah, vote.
The lava has viscosity one.
Joey, vote.
Gotcha.
Thomas, vote.
I like the purpley one, the midnight one.
Well, I also like the purpley one, so this was a bad system.
I'm also fine with purpley one. It is pretty good too. I mean, I'm always fine with purple, so I already had like a half vote in there. You knew that.
It's pretty and
Yeah,
peaceful.
they're both good. I was just getting more fall vibes from the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. We're just going with a more like stylized one.
Yeah.
Autumn, because they said I had to.
Honor.
Okay, we're switching to this color palette because the other one doesn't have enough.
Sense.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's see. All right, I need to close these other tabs. All right. Okay, so how many do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And apparently we need 7. So grab this one. All right, 7. Okay, apply. Now this shouldn't actually change anything. Oh, we got rid of the background color. The sky.
That's fine.
That's not fine.
It's
This
a very
looks
scary
like we're in
fortune
that.
telling.
Why have I already forgotten the name of that game that is Terraria but space?
What is the? Now I'm just trying to recreate the cyan color.
I feel like if you get close enough, it's okay.
There we go. This is not it, but this is nice. So we'll do this one. All right.
I'm not familiar with this Terraria but space game.
Starbound. It was the
Starbound,
game.
that was-
So what happened with Terraria was the devs worked on it for a while, and then they're like, okay, we're going to start this new game, but everyone is still playing Terraria. So they gave Terraria to a different company to keep developing it.
Oh.
The lore of Terraria.
They transferred that over like that.
What I think happened. All right.
Fair enough.
So we need to generate 7 magical leaves because again, everyone's making me do this. We're gonna go ahead into our thing right here, and we're gonna replace all this green with white. And we're gonna replace this inner color with this dark brown. Oops, undo. Like that. And we are now going to go into images. We're going to grab replace color, change color. It's right here. And we need to grab the image of our sprite. There we go. We're going to do temp sprite. We're going to be changing white to, and then we're going to put a color in here. We need to go ahead and grab our leaf colors and put them in an array. Joe, if you're suggesting something to add to this game, shut it. I've had enough of you.
I was just gonna say we could. It might be worthwhile just making a quick to index and from index for the colors, just instead of an array. But array works perfectly fine as well.
I mean, yeah,
it's just the plus minus. The finding the index might be a little bit less annoying, but that doesn't matter.
No, I think it'll be fine. Okay, so someone needs to note down these numbers as I say them. All right. Someone have a sticky note open or something. Thank you,
I have
Thomas.
a notebook.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, ready?
Ready.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I've been
No.
had.
No, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna start skipping.
2, 3, 4, 5, 8,
9.
Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5. What?
8, 9,
Okay.
14.
Okay.
All right. Read those back to me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 14,
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're going to change this into a 4 index from 0 to 6. And then we're going to change the color in, and we're going to go ahead and give this an actual name. We'll call this colors. And we're going to do colors get value at our index. All right.
It's very pretty, but slightly weird that our tree is green and the leaves that are falling are not.
Okay, let me fix the tree. Grumble, crumble, crumble, crumble. All right. Trying to make a nice spring game. Stuff. Perfect.
That's why we spring forward, but then we fall back at the end.
Like mushroom.
Okay, I don't like this.
Oh, I thought it was nice actually.
There we go. That's a bit better.
Nice.
I think maybe these need to be not single pixels. Like give it a little bit of, so it's a little less mushroomy. Oh no, that's bad.
Yeah, I didn't think it actually looked mushroomy once it was on the full tree, but that works too.
Yeah, all right, we'll go with this. It looks a little mushroomy to me. It looks a little like speckled in a way it didn't when it was green and dark green, but that's okay. All right, so we have our leaves falling down. There's 7 colors. Okay, so now what do we do to determine your fortune? So is it just whichever leaf falls close to the tree is just your fortune? Is that what it is?
A squirrel hops along from the right side of the screen and randomly picks one up.
So, okay, well, I'm going to stop you there. Thomas, you're now in timeout. Joey, you're out of timeout.
I'm out of timeout?
Yes.
So I think we should do actually how many leaves are there? 1, 2,
7.
3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I mean there's only 7, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well then we just do 7 fortunes, right? Your love fortune, your money fortune, your
Joey, you're back in timeout.
Stubbing your toe,
Sarah,
stubbing your toe on a foot thing fortune.
So I think I was very clear. I think I was very clear that we're just doing one fortune here, okay? We're just telling you somewhere from misfortune to excellent luck. All right? Now, Sarah, these two have failed me. Okay? I'm counting on you to help me out here.
I think the most obvious answer here is just to use the leaf closest to the tree.
Okay.
Actually,
look, I know in improv you're never supposed to say no, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. This is like you gotta be intolerant of intolerance, right? You gotta be against these ideas that are just too easy for Richard to do.
It's true. It's true. I really do like the idea that Thomas put in chat, where we weight each leaf by how close it is to the tree. I will wholeheartedly support that. But
one other idea. Yeah.
So that's just gonna. Okay, we can do that. Sure. So
we launch a squirrel from the left side with the darts extension at a random angle and velocity, and whoever it makes contact with first, this is easy to implement, Richard. Just think about this. Whoever it makes contact with first, whichever leaf, is the one that gets chosen. So this one biases it towards the left because most angles are going to be lower.
This is a game about falling leaves.
Yeah,
okay?
and flying squirrels.
Also,
no, let him cook.
Squirrels do use acorns, okay? They don't use not leaves. All right. Yes, they're associated with trees.
He needs a blanket for his little domestic situation.
He's covered in a blanket. He's made of blanket.
Oh,
I'm just saying. So, I think Thomas would agree with me here that flying squirrel that contacts pretty easy to implement, pretty good.
Hi, Luke. Welcome to the stream that tears the live stream apart. Okay, so Thomas, if we're weighting the trees and we're doing some weighting the leaves and then doing some math, what's that math look like? So like,
So let's see, if you give a weight of 7 to the one furthest close to the tree, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I guess you multiply it. How does that actually? It's actually not clear how that's going to work.
so we could just take the x value and convert that in a value from 0 to 1, and then we multiply it by a score we have assigned to each of the leaves, and then whatever score you end up with will determine what your luck is. So
yeah, the reason it gets complicated is then like if one of the leaves is like valued at 7, then like that, how do you make the 7 leaf and the 1 leaf be equivalently? Wait, I'm confusing myself.
So
one question here: do we want the leaf distribution to be like directly indicative, or is randomness beyond just the positions of the leaves allowed?
No. Once it lands, no more randomness.
Okay, so once they've landed, the first leaf that we create, we multiply by 7, the second, or 1, whatever, the second by 2, third by 3, etc. And then we multiply that with the X value, and then we do a total score?
Yeah, and then we'll just put the total score on a scale or something.
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay. Luke also, hi Luke, asks what is going on. We are working on a fortune telling game. So the idea is you have leaves that are falling down from the sky, and depending on where they land, we're going to determine your fortune for the rest of the year in a very scientific process. Or you know what we might just say? Like whatever you're asking for your specific fortune on, whether it be romance or money or whatever, this is going to tell you the fortune on that subject. And if you run it another time and you get a different result, that just means that you have shifted the fates.
Yeah, that's the butterfly effect. If you pressing that button, making that indent on your finger and burning that 1 calorie.
As soon as you see your fortune, it's all out the window. So this is what your fortune would have been if you never looked up your fortune. So yeah.
So it's not very, that's what you would have had. Now you kind of ruined it. So you got to go again.
So how is the scientific though? We've said it's very scientific. How?
I mean, it's what your fortune was, and you've ruined it, but it's what it was. Luke, I will note here that that is Richard's goal. Thomas and I, and to some extent Sarah here, although Sarah's been a bit more nice, is to guilt trip Richard into committing more time to things than he really needs to.
One stream and we're out. We're never coming back to this game. We have 15 minutes left. We can make this happen. Eyes on the prize, everybody. Okay, so we're going to get this pixel right here, which is 7-0. What were you going to say, Thomas?
Oh, I was just going to say, Richard and I just believe in you, maybe more than you believe in yourself.
That might be true.
I think Richard believes in himself exactly as much as he believes in himself.
Yeah, I think I said Richard when I meant to say Joey.
All right. So this is going to give us our leaf index. And we have ordered our things. I'm pretty sure that the higher the index, the darker the color is. Except I think 14 might not be, but it doesn't matter. So with this, we are going to go ahead. This is going to be our leaf index. We need to calculate how much weight to give this. So we're going to go ahead and make a variable, which is leaf weight. And to do this, we are going to take our screen width. We're going to take our X value and we're going to just divide it by the screen width. So this is going to give us a value between 0 and 1, which we can multiply by some value and then add to our score. And then based off of this score, we will get whatever our total thing is. So let's go ahead and make this, let's see. Yeah, value X divided by screen width. Yes, this is good. Okay, so we're going to change our score by. This is going to be our leaf index times our leaf weight. Okay. And we could make this a little bit more interesting by like squaring the leaf weight so that the higher ones have a really big impact on your luck, you know. So let's do that. So it's not linear. So we'll just square them. Oh, sorry, not leaf weight. Leaf index is what we want to square.
Oh,
All
so
right.
the closer ones to the left have a bigger end.
No,
Oh wait,
so
no, yeah, you're right, you're right.
The first, well,
Other way around, yeah.
other way around, last one.
all right. What we're going to do now is we're going to grab the. Or you know what? Let's just go ahead and do. I just want to print some text on the screen. Okay, wait, we can just use show long text. What am I doing? I just never use this block. Here, we'll use splash. So we're going to go ahead and just run it a bunch of times and see what scores we get, and we're going to use that to figure out our scale. So let's go ahead and run, see what happens. Takes a little while, huh? Bump, bump, bump. Bump. 65.
65.
Okay.
Can we
I think this is a
up
pretty.
the tick speed?
What?
Sorry, never mind. I was wondering if we could. I think it would take too long to up the tick speed of like the physics engine. Take longer than just running it a few times.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
All right. 65. Cool. Refresh. Try again. Do. 34. Okay. I don't know how many times we're going to run this.
Mm.
$37. Oh, whoops. I do think 65 was just an uncommonly good one.
Yeah.
By the way, for this, I'm pretty sure low numbers is better luck. 40. So the closer you are to 0 is the best luck. $61. All right, so far we've ranged from 30 to 65, I think.
Yep.
Luke says, haha, nice, very scientific. We're about science here. Once again, for the new people who have joined, I do want to say just real quick, I don't believe in fortune telling. I don't think anyone on this call believes in fortune telling, but you know, we're having fun here.
I gotta say that's a very bold statement to make on a work account, Richard.
I know, yeah. You're right. This is not the official stance of Microsoft. Okay, I think we've kind of figured out what our range is.
Yeah, it seems pretty consistent.
30 to 65.
No, I just think that was the lowest one we've seen yet, but yeah.
No, I think we saw 30.5.
Oh, did we?
Yep. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make an array of fortunes. So let's do that right now. We're going to have 7 of them. So we're going to do best fortune, great fortune, good fortune, okay fortune, bad fortune,
Just give up fortune.
great misfortune. So we need to pick something from here. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use our handy dandy map block. Yay.
Oh, nice.
The map block is nifty. It has a lot of inputs. It's very long, but it's nice for stuff like this. So we're going to do a splash. And actually, we're also going to have to constrain this because the map block does not actually constrain. But it does map from a low to a high, you know? So we're going to set our low to be 30. We're going to set our high to be 70. And we want to map this. So low numbers are going to be better fortune. So we're going to be going from 0 to the length of our text list -1. And then we're going to clamp this between 0 and this length of our text list -1. And then for this map thing, we need to go ahead and just pass in our score. And with all of that, we do text list get value at. And then stick this whole thing in there. All right. Let's do it. Sarah, what kind of fortune do you want read?
Job fortune.
Job fortune. Goes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Looking good.
I am reading the tea leaves right now. Undefined.
Oh no.
Oh crap! Oh no, this is the worst possibility.
We need a round.
You're right. We do need a round.
Well, I'll see you around, I guess.
All right. No, you're not off the hook yet. Ask another one.
I don't know if I want to stick around now.
All right, Thomas.
My weekend fortune.
Weekend fortune. Let the leaves decide.
It's very peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Should have music.
Best fortune.
Amazing.
All right, Joey.
I'd like to thank. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I want a weekend fortune.
All right.
I don't know about this one.
Good fortune.
Fortune. It's okay. That's acceptable. That's
All right, what's my weekend fortune? I'm sure mine's going to be best fortune too.
Ooh.
Great misfortune.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Be sure to lock your doors, Richard.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, this is science, so oh no.
Wait,
Right.
no, actually, wait, no. I'm sorry, Thomas. And good job, Richard. You have averted. Richard has averted misfortune because this is what his
Right.
fortune would have been if he had not clicked the button in the game. But now that he has,
Yeah.
you know, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
All
if
right.
Richard has a great weekend, I'm sure I'll have a great weekend too. Just knowing that he's out there having such a good time. So
Yeah, that's
all
the
good.
copium we need right there.
yeah. Is
Okay,
this
Great fortune. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So now it resets after we display our fortune. So I think all we have left here is a title. So we need a title. I'll draw a little title screen that'll pop up and then it'll go away and then we'll do the leaf falling.
Leaves of Destiny.
Leave it up to chance.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and also make it so you can only make the leaves fall once. So we're going to set leaves fell to true. And then we're going to go ahead and do a if not leaves fell. I know it's leaves. Don't at me. Okay. So now you can only make the
Leafies.
leaves fall once, and then, yep, cool. All right, so now leaf it up to chance. We need to go ahead and make a title screen real quick. So I'm just going to write it out real quick, and we'll see how it goes. To leave it to
Perfect.
chance. And now we add an outline to make it legible. Nope, not that one. There we go. Leave it to chance. And then we give it a lifespan. One second. And that's how you make a video game, folks.
Perfect.
All right. So thank you for tuning in. Just a reminder, we have a mini game jam going on right now. It's pirate themed, and you can go ahead and submit games. We're going to be playing those games on this very stream next Friday. So that will be July 26th at 1:00 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll be playing through all of those games. So get your submissions in. And we're also going to have another mini game jam next month. And, I was going to make the next mini game jam Cursed Jam 2, but I think I should actually wait until people are back for that, because I think maybe once the school year starts, we'll do Cursed Jam 2, because I think everyone really enjoyed Cursed Jam. And Luke says, when is the game jam? So the next big game jam, I'm aiming for fall. So September, October, one of those two is my plan. So look forward to that. Yeah, all right. Thanks for watching. I am Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum, and this has been a great fortune of a stream.
I'm Joe at J1 on the MakeCode forum. Fortune. Yay.
I'm Thomas at Sparks on the MakeCode forum. And every fortune sparks joy in your life.
And if it doesn't, you just get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm Sarah at Asrika at the MakeCode forum, and I don't want any more fortunes. Okay, bye.
Good job. No